Day 2 of learning React Native. Today we are learning four concepts you'll use constantly: objects, arrays, destructuring, and promises. Let's start with objects. In JavaScript, objects are key value pairs. For example, const person is equal to, I'm creating an object here, name, single quotes, Abhishek, city, Bangalore, and we'll be using semicolon. We can access values with notation, like let's use console dot log person dot name comma person dot city. So this must print. I'll just comment yesterday's consoles. As you can see, I need to save it now. No learning.js. See here, Abhishek Bangalore is printed. So this is how we can access objects and its values. So now let's go with for arrays. Arrays work just like in Swift. For example, like const numbers. If you want it to be a variable that you need to change, you can use let. I'll be using const for now, and yes, a semicolon. Okay, we can transform them using map. As you can see, I'll be doing that. Const another variable, like just as in Swift, we can do same thing in JavaScript as well. Like, let me double the values of that is array of numbers. So numbers dot map. The only thing, the syntax changes, like as I said yesterday, the functions how we create similar to this. We do function, the argument is n, and the values will be the lines that is written after that arrow. So n into 2, that will double. Let's print now both numbers comma doubled. Okay, oh, sorry, I haven't saved it. Now it will only print this. As you can see, it has doubled here. So this is the operations that we can do. If this feels familiar, that's good. You already have the mental model. Now let's talk about destructuring. Destructuring is just a shorter way of extracting values from objects. Instead of writing, like, let me comment it again. Instead of writing const name is equal to person dot name. Okay, first name, sorry for the camel case issue. Okay, and const city. Okay, person dot city, semicolons is required. Now we write, simple as writing. Instead of doing this, we write const name comma city is equal to person. We are not creating a new variable, so it's easier that way. Let me change this, current city. Okay, now it will make sense. First name, person name. See, now we can easily access. You'll see this everywhere in React Native code, especially with props. Okay, uh, let me show you in function how it is used. Like function, let it be profile. Here we'll pass name, okay, comma city. Now we need to return something in the sense of, let me do a backstick return or print of that. Hello name, that is dollar name from dollar city. Okay, now let's call console dot log and call that function profile. In that I'll pass person and sorry, I need to save it. See, hello Abhishek from Bangalore is printed. So this is how it is. To show it in a UI, we can use txt, and inside that we can put you don't need dollar here. You can just, or backstick, you can just put it in. Yes, this is how it will be. This is text will only appear in UI for sure. So as you see here, it is giving an error because I'm not displayed in an app, so that is the reason. But yeah, this is how in real life we use destructuring. Okay, just to show you I used it. Finally, let's go with promises. Okay, I'll comment this out. Okay, Promises. In React Native, whenever we call an API, read files, or fetch remote data, we use promises. A promise is just a promise just means I'll give you this value later. The later part is important. The cleanest way to work with promises is using async and await. For example, I'll say I'll use async function. We need to say that this particular function is a async function, which will that means to say it will give the value later or asynchronously. Then I'll use a const response is equal to await. Bit of a habit from my Swift, so using spaces. Yeah, so I already have a dummy URL. Okay, just to show this doesn't represent anything as such. And const data is equal to await, because it needs to wait for the response to get, so we'll convert that into JSON. Now let us print the JSON data. So I'll print, why I'm writing here is that it needs a console log. If I write outside, it will not wait, so that's the reason it will run synchronously. That's the reason I'm writing it inside the method itself, so that I can show you what will happen. So as we have already have await, so console log will not print synchronously, so it will wait for the data to return, then only it will print. Then only this line 42 line get will execute. So we can return here. I'm just showing you return itself is there. So let me call the function. Let's see how it will get. See, you get all the data. This is a dummy data in an API. So if you want to see how console.log, okay, I'll print it inside this. So just to show you, so if I would not print it here, what it would show. So as you can see, so it will print promise. This is the thing pending, it will say. So it is running synchronously rather than asynchronously, this console log. So now I have missed one thing here, like I have not put semicolon. So it is preferred in React or JS, JavaScript, React Native. Similar to Swift, you can say. We usually do not put semicolon Swift. Same in React, but I would tell you to put semicolon as of now. So yeah, like await means, as you can see, pause here until the result comes back. Just like async await in Swift, but with different syntax. So to recap, objects store structured data, arrays store lists, destructuring lets us pull values out cleanly, and async await helps us work with data that arrives later. That's day 2. You're doing great. Slow, steady progress. Tomorrow in day 3, we finally start writing real React Native UI. See you then. Thank you.